to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Smith dropping to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
Running free. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays thrown.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Here's the give off the left side. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to...
He smashes his way through again. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Green. Look out, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Aggies look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Give to the running back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wide receiver. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They just keep firing. He's got the tight end. pick up on that one.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him in.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback, and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Smith dropping to pass. This time it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack, showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebridge? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Runs through a tackle.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Working downfield on first down. Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Smith wants to throw. Looking left. He's got it. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make them.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Catch in the middle. It's Middleton. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something late.
He'll take a shot. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
We're they're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this.
The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Finding open areas. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Tight end now in motion. The run from the shotgun. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Finds the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll send the back in motion. Smith dropping to pass. They get to him as he throws.
The quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The field goal is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They want to run it left here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball?
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The pull and throw off the RPO. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Uncorks one. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps it going. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week. Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks the tackle.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figure